Let's start with an introduction. Rich Fettke has helped thousands of entrepreneurs and salespeople improve their businesses and their lives. He's the author of Extreme Success, available on Amazon. A pioneer in the field of business and personal coaching, Rich's work has been featured in numerous newspapers, magazines. He's also a guest on every major TV network and on dozens of radio shows. His diverse clientele includes IBM, Prudential, Century 21, Morgan Stanley, and the United States Army. Rich has over 20 years experience in business, startups, management, and training. Today, in addition to writing, coaching, and speaking, Rich oversees the business development, systems, and coaching for Real Wealth Network. He's an active real estate investor and a licensed broker. My first question is about your real estate investment group. Tell us how you help clients build wealth with property income investment.
Well, Real Wealth Network is a company that my wife and I founded a while ago now, 11 years ago in 2003, well 12 years now. And what we really do is we help people find investment properties that work for them. Our whole goal at Real Wealth, we define real wealth as having the money, but also the freedom to live life on your own terms. Because what use is it having a lot of money if you can't have the freedom to live it, and do the things you love with the people you love.
Yeah.
So that's our whole focus. And so our focus is on passive real estate investing. So instead of going out and flipping houses or trying to buy properties and manage it yourself, our investments are usually out of California. There you can get better cash flow and better properties at a more affordable rate.
Yeah.
And so a lot of California investors we work with will buy income properties in these different markets. And what we suggest is they build up a portfolio of income properties. And maybe each property is going to bring maybe $600, $700 a month in cash flow. And that's after it's all managed. There's a tenant in place. You have someone managing it. So it's really like mailbox money. You go out to your mailbox and you get your check and you got your rent check. And so eventually the goal is to build that up to maybe a 10-pack, like 10 investment properties, each bringing you that monthly income. So to replace your income and be able to truly have the freedom you want.
My next question for our viewers is about your book, Extreme Success.
Yes.
Available on Amazon. So tell us, how can someone achieve extreme success?
Well, extreme success really, to define it, I'm an extreme sport athlete or an adventure athlete. I love bungee jumping, skydiving, rock climbing. I've done it for years. And what I started to notice from my coaching clients and in business and in life and in extreme sports is that a lot of the same principles carry through. So the way I'm defining extreme success is if you picture like the life balance wheel, if you look at the major areas of your life and you look at those and you say, how am I doing in these different areas of my life? And you say, well, finance is about a 4, my relationship's about an 8, my friends and family is about a 7. Extreme success is moving those out toward the outer edge of the wheel where you say, this is more like a 9 or a 10. So extreme success is success and satisfaction in all those different areas of your life.
Yeah. Great.
And the principle of the book, the bottom line, is to break free of the struggle syndrome.
Wonderful. Great. So it's available on Amazon, Extreme Success. We have another book from your wife, Kathy, and it's called Retire Rich with Rentals.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this book.
This took Kathy about 10 years from the time we got into real estate investing and then started Real Wealth Network, and she started to work with clients and saw what worked, what didn't work, lessons learned from challenges, lessons learned from breakthroughs and wins and successes. And so over time she kept working on her book, and now it just came out this last November, so it's kind of like this is 10 or 11 years of Kathy's knowledge.
Wonderful.
All put into one book. And basically it's that. It's how to build up a portfolio of cash flow in investment properties, how to do it easily, passively, so you're not dealing with tenants or toilets or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so when you get to a point, you have these properties paid off, your tenants have paid them off, and you have income coming from all these different, or 10, say 10, 15 properties every month, and you don't have to worry about your retirement income.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I definitely need to learn that.
Don't we all? That's why I said I wish I had this book about 20, 25 years
Yes.
ago. It would have been nice.
I have another question for you, and it's related to media exposure. So you have achieved a lot of success in the sense that your work has been featured in newspapers, magazine, you have been a guest for numerous TV networks and radio shows. So how did you achieve that?
Yeah, and I'm super grateful for that. You know, it's like the way it all came together was somewhat magical for me in the sense that I just reached out. I reached out to our local tiny little newspaper, and I just said, there's this new profession, coaching. Have you heard of it? And they said, they had a little bit. But this was back in 1996, so coaching was pretty new, and it was not big, wasn't all over the world like it is now.
Right.
And so I just said, I'm new to this, and I'm involved in the coaching industry, and if you're thinking about doing a story on it, because it's kind of a hot topic right now, I'd love to be a resource. I have connections around, I know other coaches and all that. And so nothing really happened, but then after about, I don't know, it was maybe 6 months, I got a call from our local paper saying, we want to do a story on this. We're hearing about it more. So that interview, I leveraged it. So I took that interview, and then I sent that over to San Francisco Chronicle and a couple other larger newspapers and said, I'm involved in the coaching industry. If you're ever looking for a story, anything to do with coaching in business or coaching in personal development coaching, I'd be happy to be a resource. And instead of saying, I'm the expert in it, I just said, I have some knowledge in it, but I also am connected and know a lot of coaches, and I'm involved in the industry. And so, again, a few months later, I got a follow-up from San Francisco Chronicle, and they interviewed several of my clients and did a front page feature on it, really, on coaching, and featured my clients and all. And that led to more radio shows. So it was almost a snowball effect.
A snowball.
Yeah, and once you get out in the media, the rest of the media sees that, and they say, who is this person? Or we need someone to do our story on coaching. This guy's done it for this magazine and this newspaper and all that.
Okay, so from magazines to radio, and then you moved into TV networks.
Yeah, I started with a little newspaper, built up to a larger newspaper, went to Entrepreneur magazine, did a feature on coaching, and featured me and some other clients I connected them with, other coaches. And then it led to television, especially when my book came out. I mean, that led to the book deal, having a lot of media. When I did a book proposal and put it out to the New York publishers, they looked and they saw the media exposure in my following.
Perfect.
So everything kind of builds on itself.
Yes, very nice. There you go. It's a snowball effect. You start little, and then that opens another door.
Yeah, and reaching out and offering to help instead of saying, hey, you should do a story on me because I'm awesome. I just reached out to them and said, if you need any help on a story about coaching, I'm happy to be a resource. And it just grew from there.
Beautiful. Great. Thank you.
My pleasure.
My next question is about what's next for you. So you have helped thousands of entrepreneurs, salespeople around the world, and you have a very successful real estate business that has grown largely over the years. So what's next for you now?
Yeah, that's a great question. My mind's all over the place because there's so many things. Real Wealth Network has really continued to grow into something that's really magical in itself. We have an amazing staff of employees up in the Bay Area. We're down here in Malibu, but we do a lot of webinar, go to meetings, and using Basecamp and different tools like that, so we can stay connected with our staff. But we also do these quarterly retreats. So we always get together with our staff. We just did a ski trip in Utah.
Nice.
We've done a quarterly retreat in Malibu with our staff. And in that, we envision where we see things going in the future. So we have a game plan for Real Wealth Network all the way out to 2017, where we want to be, with how many people we want to help, the difference we want to make. Our purpose is to help people create real wealth. So our big goal is to help 20,000 people create real wealth. Meaning
20,000 people.
Yeah, meaning we're freeing up their lives so they have the money and the freedom to live life on their own terms.
Wow,
so
beautiful.
That's our purpose.
Nice, beautiful dream.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Rich. And is there anything else that you would like to share?
I mean, I think it's the main thing would be coming back to, like, you see the title of my book, Extreme Success, and almost extreme, you think of leaps and bounds and all that stuff. But what I really have found in my almost 20 years of coaching now is that we usually don't create success in leaps and bounds. Usually it's our daily rituals and our daily habits.
Yeah.
And doing those things well and being consistent every day, little by little, builds into extreme success. So, I mean, I think that's the biggest one that I'm constantly telling myself, focus on that, taking small steps and getting better all the time. Because when we get better, everything around us gets better.
Right. And so when you said rituals, what were some of the rituals that have been very helpful for you?
Getting up at the first alarm with a smile, that's a big one. I do daily yoga and meditation, which is really big for me. So about midday, I'll pack up my yoga mat, I'll go down to the beach, spread it out, and spend half hour, 45 minutes just stretching and being grounded and being grateful, staring out at the ocean and thinking about what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And that constantly saying thank you for everything. I just seen that the more I say thank you for everything, the more it comes into my life.
Yes. It's the more you're grateful for what you already have, the more the universe gives you back.
It sure does. I've seen it. I've seen it happen over and over. So that's one of the rituals. And then there's all those small rituals. Like for the last year and a half, I'm learning to play piano for the first time. I was a drummer for many years, but I see it right in there. It's like if I miss a day of practicing piano, I come back to it, and it's like a relearning and restarting. But by being consistent, even if it's only 10 minutes a day, now I can sit down and play a song on the piano. So things that I thought, I couldn't do that, and then come around later.
Fun. You can do anything you want.
Yeah. Little by little, sometimes those big jumps appear. I might sit down to the piano and be playing along and not getting a piece, and all of a sudden it clicks, and it's a big breakthrough. But it's like the little tiny things that keep moving, keep you going.
Thank you, Rich. And to our viewers, if you want to know more about Rich, you can check out his website at www.realwealthnetwork.com, or you can purchase his book Extreme Success on Amazon. And again, thank you so much, Rich, for the knowledge and the advice that you have shared with me and the viewers.
My pleasure. Good to be here.
Thank you.